You're listening to the Agony Column News Report featuring interviews, phone interviews, reports from live book events and festivals, and conversations with readers. You can find additional news, interviews, book reviews, and more 5 days a week at the Agony Column website at trashotron.com/agony.
There was added urgency to Tony's risk assessment now. As if it wasn't enough to have Vance on the loose, he needed to free himself up so he could approach his new undercover project with a clear head. And he was going to have to find somewhere else to work. It would be hard to keep his progress secret from the person whose office he had taken over, especially when that person was as acute as Carol Jordan. I believe Vance suffers from narcissistic personality disorder. The key to any understanding of Vance is his need to be in control. He wants an environment where he is in charge. It's always all about him. He needs to manipulate the individuals around him and to be in charge of the way events unfold. Some controlling personalities use threats and fear to keep people in line. Vance uses charisma to blind them to what he's really about. That's not just because it's easier to maintain, it's also because he needs their adoration. He needs to have people look up to him. It's what his whole life was about before he went to prison, and I imagine it shaped his life behind bars. He has enormous self-discipline, which dates back to his adolescence. He was desperate to carve a niche for himself where people would respect and admire him. His mother largely ignored him, and his father treated him with contempt. He didn't like the way they made him feel, and he was determined to make the world take notice of him. Probably the only thing that kept him from violent criminality in his teenage years was the discovery of his athletic talent. Once that had been identified, it offered him an avenue to the sort of adulation he wanted to experience.
Val McDermid is a crime fiction writer with works including 2 short story collections, her work of nonfiction, A Suitable Job for a Woman, 6 Lindsay Gordon novels, 6 Kate Brannigan novels, and 6 standalone novels, and 6 novels featuring psychological profiler Tony Hill and DCI Carol Jordan. Her new novel featuring Hill and Jordan is The Retribution. Joining us is Laurie King. Her new novel is The Pirate King. Thank you for joining me, Val and Laurie.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Always happy to.
Val, you have a long and really interesting writing career. You started out with Lindsay Gordon. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to write in the crime and fiction and mystery genre.
The short answer really is that I became addicted to crime and mystery fiction at a very early age. I used to spend a lot of time at my grandparents' house, and we were very sort of much a blue-collar Scottish family. Books were a luxury, really, and they only had 2 books in.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?